Hey, let's go.
Yo, we are back with another dope episode of Hood Talk Podcast.
And the crowd goes wow.
And the crowd goes wow.
I love our crowd.
I love our crowd. They come to every episode.
They do. They be at everyone. They're so faithful.
They are.
Yes, our faithful crowd.
Our faithful crowd. Well, today you got B Sleep. You got Lady D.
Lady D in the house.
You got Ivy.
Hey, I'm here.
And as you can see in that, is that Tim? But it's not the regular crayon.
It's that turquoise you got on.
It's not the regular crayon colors. I get a little lost.
You got an inch on out to the 68 and the 94.
I only know about 16 colors.
The 16 box. Okay.
The 16 box, and then after that, I don't know.
All right.
But on this episode, we got one of the dopest makeup artists in the world.
Say the world.
In the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig.
In the world, Craig. What's it been, like 20 plus years that you've been doing this?
Yes, almost 22.
Wow.
Man, we got the makeup artist over here. We got Kimberly Wilson in the building, baby.
Oh my God! I'm so proud.
Right, I know you a proud mom. How is it being a mother of a celebrity?
Oh wow! I don't know.
Do you got like a picture of her in your wallet when you run into people?
I have
like,
many pictures of Kimberly.
Like
I'm always pulling out
famous
pictures of
daughter.
Kimberly.
right? Yeah, I know y'all seen her. I know y'all heard of her.
So crazy.
She done did all the makeup in the world.
That's so crazy.
So funny.
So Kim, for those who don't know you, where you from?
I'm actually from here. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. Born and raised.
So what was it like? Like, what area did you grow up in?
Y'all on the west side, as all of us did. On the west side, went to Belmont. Graduated from there in '97, and I went to Central. I graduated from there in '98, right?
Yeah.
And then went to Central in '98 as well, and left and haven't been back.
Dang, man. So what was your upbringing back? Tell us a little bit about your background.
Don't look at
Like your mama.
We being honest, or
Now she can't hit me, right?
You know what? Actually,
Hey, we keeps it real.
No, Mama allowed me a space to be very creative. She didn't rule with the iron fist at all. She allowed me to be myself. She really did. And when I was around my father, he was just equally as just do what you want to do. So I always kind of had the freedom to express myself as I saw fit.
That's dope. Now, is it true that you went to school in a pair of Envaliers heels one time?
That's what your mama said. That's what your mama said. Aunt Teresa said that the school used to call and say that I would go to school in one thing, and then whatever mama wore to her show the previous night, I would put in my bed and change it when I get to the school ground. I don't remember that personally, but
they did. They
that's
called
what
me
they
up
say.
to the school, and they had me looking at me like I was a bad mother.
Like, what she got this?
Had the bandana tied around her thigh.
I honestly do not remember that.
Yes. And Tony even had on a pair of my shoes. And they said, well, it was too much back here where the heel was.
She was showing too much heel.
They knew they wouldn't
walk in them
Oh,
but we could walk in them though. How about that? We could walk in them. We could walk
Yes,
in them.
up and down and stuff.
That's dope.
Oh my
Lord Jesus.
Trying to be fly. So was being a makeup artist ever a big dream of yours? Was that like the plan, or did it just kind of happen?
Didn't even know it was a job. Didn't even know it was something that I could make money off of and sustain and have a career. I remember I've always been like expressive with my dress, my hair, and my makeup. And it might have been my sophomore year in college. A girl asked me to do her makeup and then offered to pay me. And I said, I can make money doing this? And then like the light bulb went off in my head.
Right.
And at that moment, I was like, you know what? yeah,
I can do this.
I could do this.
Yeah.
Now this I could do.
Yeah.
Because this is all for myself. So, but no, it never was a dream. And to be honest with you, it still isn't a dream for me.
Right.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It still isn't.
So did you just automatically know how to do makeup, or was you?
I feel like I did. So I tell this story often. As she sits here, my mom used to do this thing. It's like this Motown review thing, whatever. And I used to go backstage and they would be getting ready, and she would like put on this fuchsia color lipstick, and just to make her face so pretty. I just thought it was like, like it's so pretty. And I don't know. I think I fell in love with what makeup could do for a woman and how it makes us feel, and it transforms us into like our most positive, confident selves. And so that part is what I love most about doing makeup.
That's dope. Because I know you said in the dorm room you got this stuff discovered, and I was just wondering like, how did it even come about?
Well, no, because my makeup, I've always, you see how I'm painted right now? Yeah. Like, I walk around looking like this every day. Like, every day I look like this. So if you're into what I look like, you're going to be like, yo, sis, like, come here, talk to me, do that on me. And then you're like, well, how much you charge? You're like, what, somebody want to pay me to put this on their face? Yeah. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like, this is just me doodling. Like, you know what I mean? Being expressive with myself. But it picked up, and it's kind of like changing my life.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Yeah, and you like making other women feel
I like making humans, because I have as many male clients as I do women clients. Right. So I like making humans feel them best selves and confident. And yeah, that's the real passion.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, because sometimes we forget about the guys.
Yeah, can't forget about the guys.
My bulk of my clientele are males.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes.
So actually, what are you doing for them?
Ooh, what don't I do, child? I do a little bit of everything. So men perspire a lot, so you want to make sure that they're dry. Often when you're booked for a man, you have to do hair and makeup. Mm-hmm. So you at least have to know if it's a client with more European textured hair, how to blow dry and style and do things like that. If it's similar to our texture hair, then just make sure they go to the barber first.
I was going to say them clippers. You got to break out them clippers.
Make sure they go to the barber first, and you do what you do. As far as their skin, same as ours. Hydrate, moisturize, put a little bit of concealer to try and even out the skin tone, some powder, make sure their knuckles, the small things that men don't always notice about themselves.
What, the day and ashy?
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Their hands, their elbows, and then just watch them really intently on camera to make sure their lips aren't dry. And they're really, really easy. I actually prefer working more with male clients than I do female clients. And even male clients that wear makeup, like drag queen type clients, I prefer working with them as well over female clients.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah, why is that?
Oh my God, male energy is so much more inviting in my space. Mm-hmm. And for what I do, women, as we know, we all are women, we can be pretty particular. Yeah. And sometimes, you just don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Hey, and I'm real bitch. You know who I am. And the boys is just, the boys is cool. The boys is always cool.
I know that's
real.
Right.
Was that too real?
No, that was real shit. We want it real.
RNS, nigga.
We ain't doing nothing fake around here. We want the real.
Okay. So, what's the first thing that you did that made you, like, say you were a makeup artist? Mm-hmm. Was that when you went to LA or what?
So I guess that's like a 2-part question. I was in a 10-year relationship with this man, and he was such a great provider for me. However, I wasn't satisfied. And so I had recently met my biological father, and he lived in California. And his neighbor was Julian St. Jacques, which is, I'm not for sure if you guys are like really into old school porn, but he's one of the biggest, blackest porn stars ever. Not,
yeah, that too.
But I'm just talking about as far as his notoriety.
I know who you're talking about.
got a picture of him right here. You talking about him?
Right.
So Julian, him and his wife, they ran all different kind of magazines and did all kind of porn things. And so I went to his true story. I went to his loft in downtown LA, and it was like the Yin Yang Twins and Slim Thug and like these Janet Jackmes and all these really popular porn girls. And the photographer, I guess, could tell that I was uncomfortable there. And so he asked me his name, my name, asked me where I was from. And he said, well, if you give me a year, like, I'll change your life. But Danny and I, the guy I was speaking of, I was with for 10 years. We had just moved to Columbus, and he had me a house built. And I had to make the decision to either stay with Danny or go with the year that the man promised me all my dreams would come true. And I went and followed my dream, and it came into fruition. All happened. Mm-hmm. So your porn. I started in porn. I started only not talent. I was behind
just
the
to make up.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, I didn't know this.
To be honest, I started in porn magazines and porn movies.
I said I better not pull up a tape and see her ass.
Mama, you know I would never do that. Those are personal videos only. No. But from there, Arnold had a client. She was this lady on a soap opera called Young and the Restless. She played Drusilla, and her real name is Victoria Rao. Yeah, she's the first woman to like ever book me and take me with her like as her personal artist.
Wow.
And so that was my first. That was like my first like walking the red carpet with Aretha Franklin and at the daytime Emmy shows, and Ellen DeGeneres and Tyra Banks and Penny Medina was there. Like that was really cool. And I was maybe all of 22 years old.
So how did that feel like? Cause you named some big wigs, like, and you just walking
at
on
that
through.
time.
Like,
were you starstruck at that time?
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah. How do you?
I think So to back up a little bit, I went to Central in 98, and then I probably left in 2001, and I moved to Maryville, Indiana with the guy. And I had my first makeup job at Prescriptive Makeup, right, where I would like custom Linens foundations. And so there was a matte counter to this side, and there was a Fashion Fair counter to this side, and then we had this custom blend station in front of me. Well, it'd be all these trendy matte girls on this side, and then the traditional Fashion Fair customer on that one. And this sister came in. Oh, can I even mention this name? The sister came in, and she was R. Kelly's like stylist. And, like, she did things for him, and she kind of took me under her wing too.
That's tight.
And yeah, so yeah, I don't want to talk too much.
I can dig that, but that's tight how these opportunities arose for you though, with some people that had some clout. Right. You know what I'm saying? But since you was in, you was naming people. Could you name a few people whose makeup that you've done that people may know?
So I think fame is all relative, right?
Absolutely.
I think fame is all relative, but some of your favorites will probably be Big Frida.
Yes, Big Frida.
Absolutely, which is always my favorite. People ask me sometimes, they say, who's the most famous person you have in your phone? I'd be like, well, fame is all relative. But my favorite? Big Frida. But Victoria Rao, T.D. Jakes, Miss Gail King.
Yes.
Oh my
that was
goodness.
amazing.
Layla Hathaway, Issa Rae.
Yeah.
Tank from Taking the Bangers.
Yes, Tank.
Erron. See, Mama can name them better than I can.
Right, she over there. She want to make sure you don't forget nobody.
Don't forget Erron. I'm Valeria Love.
MC Light, Alex Isley, Usher. Yeah, you know.
When you doing Jeezy at one time?
Yabba. Who?
Yeah,
Jeezy.
Jeezy.
Yeah, when you doing Jeezy?
Oh no, that was we had a total different.
No, I thought you said Jesus.
That's what I said.
She do Jesus.
I'm telling you, Kim, that famous. You said.
I know a nigga named Hazel. I know a nigga named Hazel. Oh no, Jesus.
No, Jesus.
But since how long you say you've been doing it again?
I would say professionally and like really getting paid for it, 22 years, and solely surviving off of strictly hair and makeup the last 16 years. But I've been a makeup. I feel like I've been a makeup artist my whole life. I guess since I skipped. I would go to school with weird stuff on.
Oh, that's not saying the truth that came out.
Right,
She just skipped
came out.
Yeah,
Mama
Kim
just
was
over
wearing
there
makeup
looking
in
shocked.
rough days.
Yeah.
She was painting her face
I
in
did
middle
my sister's
school.
makeup for her wedding, and I was
that was dope.
Young.
I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and I did her whole wedding party.
Yes.
And she was
Like, yeah, like, so, like,
She was.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were amazing.
So,
You was sure was in the wedding, huh? Yeah. Sure
so I got another question. So how was it taking that leap of faith, leaving your hometown, leaving your family, and going out here to pursue your dreams?
I don't necessarily see it as that. I had wore my welcome out here. Like, my time had come and gone. I had served my service. God said, well done, and go do something else and see something else. So it was imperative that I left. I don't take it as a risk at all. I would have died had I stayed here. I know that for a fact.
It didn't matter what I said, did it?
No, this was...
Because you just basically told me.
No.
But she was an adult at that time. She didn't leave as a child. She's an adult.
She wasn't 21. That's all that.
She was an adult.
And then Danny presented a situation for me that was so sweet. He just wanted me to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Danny.
Just
I
go to
trusted
school.
Danny.
Mm-hmm. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. And I hadn't been treated nicely by men ever before.
Right.
So,
right. It was inviting. It was welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, why not?
Yeah, why not? Cause she gonna do what she gonna do, baby.
Period.
Together anyway, so I'm
Right. You said
and I'll explain it later.
you were so calm. And she don't do what she gonna do.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah, I had to go.
And ain't looked back since.
Ain't look back. But she visits a lot. We
I
give you
visit
that.
a lot.
You
I
definitely do visit a lot.
I've come home more frequently since my sister's transition, but I've always come home a lot because I miss home. I miss y'all. I love y'all. But my schedule does stay busy, and so when I can fit it in, because I don't want to come home for like 2-3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some time. Like 7-8 days. Like that ain't enough.
Absolutely. That leads me to the next question. Like, you know, missing family and all of that comes up, you know, being a part of an entrepreneur. So what are some of the things that you deal with being an entrepreneur, and how do you deal with that, you know, on a daily?
Staying consistent. I would say that staying consistent and staying up on, girl, these goddamn trends. Like, fuck, social media is such a tool now. And if you're not creating content, if you're not posting regularly, if you're not showing your latest and your best, because you're only as good as your last gig. Like, fuck these 22 years, bitch. What you did last time you did some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So consistency. I grab battle with creating content and posting as I should. Like, I work. Like, bitch, stay with a gig.
Right.
But like, I half-ass take pictures when I go over there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't be all in their face with it. You know, I'm like from the old school. I come in, I do my shit, I do my job, and I leave. And I might catch what y'all post. But sometimes, you know, Kim, I need to take that extra moment and ask, stay still. May I please take this picture?
Right.
Put on your clothes before you get sweaty. So that's a definite challenge for me. I thank God, or thanks Source, or whoever it is, that I stay in people's minds. So I'm always working. So I don't have a problem with getting jobs. I do have but one of my problems as an entrepreneur is just staying consistent with creating content and doing the social media thing.
That's very important nowadays.
Yes.
Are all your clients, like, do you have reoccurring clients?
Oh my God, yes. Everyone has been with me. First of all, I've been in New Orleans 16 years. 16 years. And I really don't believe in burning a bridge unless it's going to light up for my next adventure. So Arnold, Arnold, which was my mentor in LA, he and I are just as close as we were when he met me as a pup on that porn shoot, and he said, "Kim, come by me," right? So I haven't burned that bridge. Aaron, I've been with him now 8 years, and he's continuously changing my life. Tank, we started at a small indoor place where it will hold maybe 30 to 40 people, and now she's singing in front of fucking
Save the
30,
Grammys.
Right.
Grammys type shit.
Shout out to that.
Yes. Shout out to Tank and the Bangers.
The Bangers.
And you work that red carpet, sis.
Girl, I had me look dress made and stuff. I did.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, that was a dope experience, and I thank her for that. Because when, like, I met her, and I was just like, anything I could do, and she took me up on it. And sometimes I wasn't even the best at what I did, right? And she stayed consistent with me, and so I fucks with her heart for that. So thank you.
That's dope, man, to see him come up. So, like, what's some award shows you done been to? And TV shows you done been on? 'Cause you done did some stuff.
Yeah. And so that's another problem with me, that I don't find out until like, girl, it'll be next season. Like, I be booked for the next season. Yeah. I don't even know shit that came out. But you can catch a couple of my shows on Disney Plus. So I have something called Crossovers on Disney Plus. If you catch Netflix, that movie Lovebirds with Issa Rae, I was the makeup artist on there. I currently have something on PBS. It's called Rituals. And it's very informative. Like, you can catch it on YouTube. It's about 15 to 18 minutes. Each episode is different. But if we can get the numbers up, we can actually have it streaming on the channel. So we want to try to do that. I work for the news station in New Orleans. It's WDSU Channel 6. So all the promos that you see are mine on that as well. And Aaron and I, we have a cooking show that we film every November and December. And it's on usually some kind of Telemundo, Espanol type channel. Now, unfortunately, I don't ever see it and I don't ever watch it.
Yeah.
But we are on our 3rd season.
Okay.
And so, yeah, those are just some of the projects that, as a matter of fact, which I'm waiting for. I did say that Beyonce released the visuals for Break My Soul, and I was the makeup artist on Break My Soul video, so I'm really excited about that.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Well, that was Big Frida putting your girl on.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Big Frida did that.
Putting your girl on. And so
Shout out
I'm
to
always
that.
grateful to Ma for the opportunities that she gave me as well. New Orleans artists have been really good to me. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm because there's a lot of crime, and you hear a lot of shit about New Orleans and gentrification and how expensive it is. But I'm not sure if I could have the same popularity or make the same money consistently that I make in New Orleans, because all of the artists that are Grammy Award winning or Grammy nominated call me.
You just worked with John Baptiste.
And that kind of just like fell in my lap.
Yeah.
It's a really crazy story.
He won all them
his
Grammys.
his dancer, she's Cardi B's dancer, she's Meg Thee Stallion's dancer, and she's also John Baptiste. We was at Jazz Fest, and we were watching Big Frida perform, and she tapped me on her shoulder, just like, Kim, I'm getting hot. And the girl just faints, like she just like fucking passes out. So, I lay her down and pour water, revive her, and bring her back, take her to the EMT, just like
I know
treating her how I would treat anybody,
right.
not knowing that this woman, has all these different, her hands and different and everything. Child, the next week she said, "Do you want to work with John Baptiste on?" I said, "Absolutely,
You don't even have to ask.
You don't even have to ask me for that,
Baby, I'm on."
And that's how a lot of my gigs come about. Whether it's the way that I look or where I'm at, where I speak. Motherfuckers is just like, yo, who are you? And then I tell them, and we come up with something.
That's dope.
I'm so proud of you. I am. I'm so proud of my baby.
So,
But you know what? I want to ask you, because see, now back in the day, you used to do a lot of makeup for publications. Remember, you like what the Blunt Girls and all them, those kinds of things.
Those packages are still around. If you ever buy Royal Blunts, I did all me and Arnold, Arnold, my mentor, in Orange County at the St. Regis, and now a lot of them women they're like A-list actors and top models and at YouTube and TikTok sensations. So
that's dope.
That was a good experience. I ain't still getting paid for it though. Well, you know what? That's another thing. Shit, write better contracts and be on retainer.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The business aspect. If I could tell a younger makeup artist, I would definitely share that with her, right?
Yeah.
Just to protect yourself. But we signed a lot of NDAs, so a lot of shit we can't even talk about. But a way of protecting ourselves and making sure that we have money coming in when shit is as slow as fucking pad them up, make them put you on retainer. So they gonna call you when they need you at the spur of the moment. So
right.
You might as well just be paying for it.
So I want to ask, like, how do you balance your life and being a makeup artist? How do you balance
I think it kind of go the same. So Tank tells me every time I come by her that I look like I'm going to a festival. Like I really do. I am the art.
You're a walking billboard for yourself, right?
I am the art, so it never cuts off. Like it don't cut off. Now there are times when I don't feel like being bothered, but that's maybe just like the Leo black woman in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't feel like doing shit. And so certain times I have different motivations, and I wish that it was more money motivated. I really do wish that I was more money motivated, but I think I'm experience driven and. Yeah, like I'm experience driven, so it kind of doesn't matter how much you're gonna pay me if I don't really feel like having that experience.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. Absolutely. Picking your battles and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
deciding what energy and spaces you want to be in.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because all money ain't good money.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah. Right. So what would cut you off from a client? Like, say
I would never do porn again. 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 So we would have to wipe. No, we would have to wipe. We would. It was just. That's not. No, I would. Never
I can imagine it was probably nasty.
Yeah,
because you whole body.
Yeah, you have to get.
Fuck how much they offer me. I ain't doing that no more.
So when you say you was a porn makeup artist, right? So you're having to make up their whole body, not just face.
No, but I mean, if you guys are hip to, viewers. I think most of y'all watch porn, but see, a lot of people are into amateur porn. But if they watch something that's actually like produced correctly, it could be kind of beautiful. And so there are makeup artists that's hired on set to make these women look their best selves. Yes. And groom the men. And so but listen, Janet Jackme, Mr. Marcus, Lexington Steele, Julian St. Jacques. I have a folder on my Facebook page that have all of the old porn stars that I used to work with, and like 2 of them now are soap opera actors.
Really?
Oh, I know.
Really? Right, because she watched the stories
every day.
Young in the wrestling.
One of them was a lot of. Did I say white men on there? Yes, white men.
That's what's up.
So do you still have like the same drive for it, like as you did 20 years ago, or are you like trying to venture into new things, or just
because you did say this is not your
passion,
right? So that means you still have a whole nother chapter, more chapters to open up.
And so what I was sharing with my mom and my best friend yesterday is that as a woman we go through so many phases in our life, right? And we evolve and we meet so many different versions of ourselves. And so I have been this creative, like I enjoy being a creative. However, I am definitely ready for something else. I'm interested in maybe like travel vlogging, because y'all guys know I love an island and a beach and a bikini dog. And if I can maybe provide a service over there as maybe doing makeup for a resort or something, like I'm into that. But I feel like, I don't want to speak it over my life and say that it's ran its course, but I have been doing it long enough that I'm open to doing many other things.
Now. Yeah.
Now, have you tapped into any other things?
I have. I plan amazing vacations. Like I think I would be a wonderful concierge travel agent.
You would be.
Yes, definitely.
I plan wonderful vacations, and I can curtail things for you. So my love language with showing others is acts of service, and I thrive in that space. Like that's a good space for me.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm over girl being in these bitches' face, putting their lashes on them,
smelling their breath.
I just want to do something else. So maybe provide a dream, like I can make you feel the same way I do when you first see yourself in the mirror, as maybe this dream vacation or something like that.
That's dope. Yeah, how that kind of go like hand in hand.
Yeah. The euphoric feeling is the same. Like the serotonin releases the exact same way.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah. Right. Or support my mom with her crocheting because I do